Hey everybody! One of my favorite things to do, as you guys know, is bring you small batch American-made beard product companies with a review because maybe you've never heard of them. They're not even on your radar, or on the complete opposite side, you are a passionate fan and consumer of this company and a big cheerleader, and you just haven't had the ability or platform to share that. Well, here is the video. The comments are open for your questions, your experiences, your thoughts, anything at all, guys, down below. And the company that we are going to go over today is called BAMF Beard Co. Right on the hat there. Their logo isn't really on any of the bottles, but I can show you one that I have right there. So you guys get an idea. If this sounds like something you're excited to learn more about, boom, just hit the thumbs up. That's all. That's all I ask. It's free. It costs you nothing. Give me a chance, and if you want to change it at any point in this video, feel free. You can let me know. Just reach out and say why you disliked the video. But getting into this company is out of southeastern Ohio. I do believe they are co-owned by two brothers. I've been talking with Christopher, aka I would think Chris, but I believe it's two brothers that own the company together. And I do know that they are veteran and first responder owned, which I know is huge to this community and to so many of you. With that said, their website does leave a lot to be desired, especially if you work with websites or get into it or you deal with a lot of beard product companies. Their website is kind of bare bones, which I understand. And many of you are yelling at me right now, Dan, it doesn't matter. It's only about the products and how they work for my beard. I don't care about the website. I don't care about the label, the bottle. Just put it in my beard. Understood. But if you are a growing company, there are some things on a website that can make a big difference even when you don't realize it, such as a robust About Us section. Again, some of you won't matter to. For me, it's the first thing I go to for any company, not just beard companies, but anything I'm shopping for. I check the About Us. What's the founder story? Why did they start this company? What makes them different? Where are they from? What tidbit of information helps me know if this is somebody I want to support or not? Really consider putting an About Us section on there and making it vast. Another thing would be a scent list. If I want to go buy the beard oil, they do have the scents selectable on the beard oil products. But then I gotta go over to the butter, and then I gotta go over to the wash, and I gotta do the things. If you have a clickable scent list where you have just all the scents with the profiles, and then the title is clickable and brings you to all the products available, that's how a lot of guys like to shop. They know what they want to smell like, and they know already, hey, I watched the review, the blend seems good, this guy says it's all right, let me try to purchase it in this scent. Make it easier for them. And then from there, there's a bunch of little tweaks that can update websites. My advice, look at other companies, not just beard companies. See what they do, see how the site feels, and see how you can implement it yourself. Just a little bit of feedback, right? This is a review, and that's one aspect of it, is the website. Okay, today I just simply have beard oils. Now, they have other products that are out there, and I might be able to kind of touch on those, and who knows, a follow-up review in the future could happen. I have every single beard oil that they have to offer. Now, I'm not going to cover all of them on this video because it would be way too long. Now, if we follow up and have a butter or a wash video in the future, that very well could include the other scents that I have. But today I have, 7 different scents, but 3 different blends. And hold on, and I will explain on that. And speaking of other products, it looks like they have a beard wash, they have a beard conditioner, very fairly priced. And actually, their beard oil, their normal beard oil, goes for $15 on the website. That is at the very, very bottom of market average for small batch, meaning budget, huge deal, great value if it's a good product for you. One product that I did see, I have not tried personally, but I'm not a fan of the concept and I've never seen it done well, is they have a 3-in-1 wash. It says that it is a shampoo, I believe it's a wash, a conditioner, and a body wash. I'm just not a fan of those. I don't think that they can work, period. You have these ingredients in a bottle for something to wash your beard, to wash your hair, to wash your body, needs to be cleansing, needs to be clarifying. It's got to go in there and be a little bit aggressive. And then if you want something to condition, that is supposed to latch on to the beard hairs. That is supposed to soothe them. That is supposed to fill the imperfections so the hair feels softer. And above all, the hair doesn't get tangled. There's no ingredients that I'm aware of that go in and say, hey, all right, guys, team meeting. You go wash the skin. I'm going to go latch onto the hair, and then we'll meet up at the rinse cycle and we'll be all good. Break, go. It just doesn't work that way in my experience. Now, can it make it feel good? For sure. Can it last and make your beard look good? For sure. But at the end of the day, the science behind it, I don't believe in. But I'm glad that they offer a beard wash and a beard conditioner. Okay, we do have 2 unique blends. I'm going to save these for the end. I'm going to go over the normal blend that I have in front of me and then tell you guys about the 5 scents that I selected. Some are my favorites that they have. Others are not. I wanted to give you guys a well-rounded approach. So the carrier blend that we have on this, hold with me here. These are the oils: sunflower, sweet almond, rosehip, avocado, ostrich, meadow foam, argan, jojoba, vitamin E, and then fragrance. And that is on the Vintage Barbershop. Now again, the website is not the most informational, so I do have some other blends, and I'm trying to get through all of the information I have there. But I believe there was another blend too, and let me see here. Yes, so I do have another blend. So that was one that I have, and this is where the confusion is, and again, people can reach out to the owners. I'm sure they're very communicative like they have been with me, but I'm trying to give the experience of the consumer. And if I'm confused by the blends, I guarantee many other people are. So that was one that I had on the barbershop. Now this one is on War. And here's the carrier blend here. Sunflower, sweet almond, rosehip, ostrich, emu. So there was no emu on the one before. Meadow foam, prickly pear, pumpkin seed, avocado, argan, black seed, jojoba. We have, I can't read the last one on there, vitamin E, and then fragrance. So very different blend. And then we have 2 other blends that are different. So it's hard for me to talk about the blends because they are all a little bit different. What I've found on the beard oils is they all are in the medium viscosity feel in hand, but then they act almost medium light. Maybe it's the bird oils in there. Maybe it's some of the unique ingredients that they have, but they all perform very well. Absolutely well. If anything, it makes my beard pretty dang soft to the point where it's challenging to wear these oils back-to-back days because I start to get that cotton candy effect, but they work great at night. They work great in rotation. They style well. They feel well. No issues there at all. But let's go ahead and talk about the scent now as we get through these details. So the first one that I have here is death. All right, I know I just went from war to death. Hey, I'm just the messenger. The scent profile on this is plum, grapefruit, bergamot, hazelnut, honey, cedar, orange, jasmine, patchouli, vetiver, and oak moss. Whoo! This is not like a Twilight Zone or Deja Vu, but if you follow the channel, I had a small batch review recently where I gave some very similar feedback. Couple of things. There are a lot of beard oils available, a lot of scents, a lot of blends. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The dedicated fans are going to get very upset with me just like they were on the last one. But companies reach out for a review for a reason. They want feedback. They reach out because they want eyeballs that have beards and they want to grow and scale. And so if that is your goal, 2 bits of advice here, you don't have to take it. I'm not always right. I'm not saying I'm right here. This is just my experience of 8 years of helping companies grow from a napkin idea to 10, 20, $50 million companies, right? Just my experience. On something like this scent list right here, most people cannot put together those scents and say, ah, yes, that's what it's supposed to smell like. That's what I get. Also, there can be a negative in this with all of those things. If someone were to find something and say, oh, patchouli, hate it, not buying it. And they're not going to buy the oil just because of one thing. I really like the rule of 3, especially on something like a bottle. What are the 3 notes or what are the 3 essences of this oil? Paint the picture for the consumer and then let them find their way to it. If you want to put every single detail on the website, heck yes. But make a spot that just notes 3 things. Make a spot on the label that just notes 3 things and let them know. Same exact kind of concept when you have 15, 20, 30 oils available like many companies do. There's a real thing, especially with a new company, that is paralysis by overanalysis. People open up the website, they're excited, they saw a review, and they're like, I want to go buy. Whoa, that's a lot of options. And what do we value is our money and spending it. It's the same concept of people going to restaurants and ordering the same thing every single time. They love that thing. They know this restaurant is great. They know that likely so many other things the restaurant makes are fantastic. But if they get away from that thing they like, they're risking wasting their money. They're risking wasting their lunch that day. And so people really fear making the wrong choice. When you have too many choices out there, sometimes they freeze and leave. Now, the dedicated fans that love the blend, love the company, they love those options. They love when the brand new scent comes out and they're a collector. They're going to buy it all. That's great. I never want to turn those people away. However, they should want the company to grow as well. They should want new people to come in, and sometimes those passionate fan bases turn to almost cult-like behavior, and they don't want new people coming in. They don't want a song going to the radio because then it's not like indie and underground. Just some food for thought there on listing the scents and the amount of products and scents available. If you want to say super small and super niche and super like hardcore fans, that is great. And I mean that in all sincerity, that is great. That's an amazing way to do it. If you want to scale and grow, there are a lot of challenges that come with that approach. So just something to consider. So that's the scent profile we have here on Death. What is it supposed to smell like overall? That's a lot of scents to put together. And let me show you guys what this oil looks like here. Slightly cloudy, right? That's from that bird oil that's in there. Media, and this, look at this pipette. It doesn't have a bottom to it, which is really cool. No issues with the bottle at all. They work really well. This, to me, is a bright, fresh cologne. Very nice, very enjoyable. Quite possibly my favorite out of everything I wore from them. Death is fantastic. Now, and this is like the horse thing over here, I don't know why, but these ones have really spoken to me. And the next one is War. And by speaking to me, I mean the scent profile. This one is blood orange, pepper, rosemary, geranium, rose, vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, oak moss. Again, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. And it's nice. It's subtle, right? We have Death, which is much more sweet and bright. This one is smooth and earthy. A little bit on the cologne side. I would call this one a bright, fresh cologne with Death. I would call War an earthy, smooth cologne, manly cologne, but not dark, not warm. I don't know between these two which one, if I had to keep only one, both of these are home runs, absolute home runs. The scent list, me personally, didn't help at all. Paint the picture of that cologne. Like I said, bright, fresh cologne. Earthy, smooth cologne. Those kind of things really help guide those consumers. They'll say, oh, I love those kind of colognes. And they give them a try. All right, next one. Let's go with Vintage Barbershop. Vintage Barbershop here. This is your talcum traditional barbershop. If you like this blend, if you like this company and you like barbershops, or you want to give them a try, and you know barbershop is a safe bet for you, classic. Talcum, powdery. And then we have two more. We'll go next with the one that I did not. This was my least favorite, but there's a lot of you that are like, whatever Dan hates, I love. And so I want to make sure I show that. And this is Mardi Gras. All right, Mardi Gras here in the scent profile in this bad boy is clove, right? Ginger, nutmeg, vanilla bean, bourbon, and saffron. I don't like clove. I don't like nutmeg. I don't like spices. I don't like bourbon. There's a lot that I dislike in here. And this is every bit of that. It's a little bit of Christmas. It's a little bit of Mardi Gras. I'm assuming this is what Mardi Gras smells like. Not for me. Strong, aggressive, long-lasting. That's music to many of your ears, though, and you would really enjoy this one, just not for me. All right, then the last one is the Celtic Invasion. The Celtic Invasion. And we are looking at peach, blood orange, rum, patchouli, tonka, vanilla, ginger, sandalwood, and vetiver. Whoo! Super enjoyable, and this one would have scared me. I adamantly do not like things like rum. I'm not usually the biggest fan of patchouli. I don't oftentimes like the fragrance of sandalwood. So I'll be like, I don't know if this is for me. Oh man, this is a little bit of fresh, a little bit of like a bite of sweetness in there. Some citrusy notes, some layered notes. This to me was the most perplexing scent, and that's the Celtic Invasion again. It had layers to it. It developed during the day. The orange and sweet kind of faded away, and then some of the earthiness came, and there was like some muskiness, cologniness. One that you just keep coming back to, smelling over and over again. Like, oh my God, what is that? Wonderful. And my beard performed well. I actually have that in beard right now. So I know I threw in just some different advice and some feedback, but also the quality has been top notch. Now, the final two things I'm going to talk about are two unique blends. One is new, I'm pretty sure, and the owner had been asking about it, and it is their Appalachian Trail. Now, the Appalachian Trail has a very unique carrier blend, which I've never seen before, and even some carriers I've never had in my beard until now. And this blend here is, it's really tough to read on this one, so I will try my best as we go through. And this one is jewelweed oil. We also have spice bush oil. Both of those brand new to me. Ostrich oil, meadow foam, rosehip, emu, prickly pear, pumpkin seed, jojoba, avocado, argan, black seed, and is that betaine? I can't, the last one is, and I'm not lying here. The words are very, very small and kind of cluttered with the little dotted background. It can be really difficult to read. And then vitamin E. This is a blend, man. Wow, I've never seen anything like it. And it doesn't say any fragrance added on there, even though it does have some scent to it. Now, if it's just the natural carrier smelling like this, that's incredible. If there is fragrance added, whether it's fragrance oils or essential oils, just a note to the owners, put that on this list. Otherwise, it would not be legally labeled. So you just want to put on there fragrance blend, essential oil blend, whatever it may be. If that is the natural carrier, which it very well could be, I'm going to assume it is, it smells wonderful. It's like bright and sweet. It's really, really nice. But how this works in beard is very potently anti-inflammation. This reminds me of a CBD oil, where when you use it, it's just everything relaxed. It feels nourished. It's like a recovery oil for me. Wonderful. My beard does not style well with it. My beard feels like almost staticky and a little bit too loose, and it's a difficult time getting weight to it. But at night, as a recovery oil, when I feel like I didn't have a good enough water day before or I was traveling before, super unique, and they may have something special on their hands with this Appalachian Trail oil. And then the last one is Liquid Lux, and this is a hair oil. Now, I did try this on my head hair and my beard. I'm not fully sure which one this is intended for or both, but the carrier blend on this is camellia seed oil, Abyssinian oil, meadow foam, jojoba, argan, prickly pear, avocado, baobab, pumpkin seed, broccoli seed, squalene. I enjoy the heck out of this oil. And it really does, and same thing here, it just has vitamin E on the end. It does seem like there's a fragrance in here, so I'll just make sure to add that to the ingredient list on the bottle. They don't have any notes of the scent profile, but it smells like a salon to me. It smells like a spa to me, which is very enjoyable for me. And this one does style really well for my beard. This one does feel fantastic. If the Appalachian Trail is more anti-inflammation, light, almost like a CBD type oil to me, no CBD in here, let me be clear. This one is more like a high-end styling oil where it feels great, but it also looks great. I'm probably going to keep using this bottle because I really enjoy this one. So a lot of unique options here. New company. I can see them really caring and really growing, hopefully making some adjustments as they listen to the community and feedback. But what do you guys have? Have you tried them? Do you have questions? Is there a scent on the website you're curious about? I can maybe give my feedback because I have tried them and I have all the oils. Let me know if you want a second video and cover their other products and the updates they make. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Thank you guys for watching, though. My name's Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.